I thought that it would be useful for us to take just a couple of minutes, if we could please, and just speak about the last 24 hours and the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. And Oz, I'd like to put you on the spot for a minute and just a few recollections in your own life about this woman. How should we think about this lady?
For me, what stands out above all is her faith and sense of service and her vow to do it. The biblical way, as you know from Moses, is a leadership that is a servant, servant to the Lord and a servant to the people that the leader serves. And I know no one who approached that like Queen Elizabeth. So she grew up not expecting to be queen until her uncle stepped down. And so from the very beginning, she had a deep faith and a deep sense of serving the British people and many people in the Commonwealth all around the world. So that's what she speaks to me for. And I'm so grateful to have been alive in her time. I remember her father rather more briefly, but most of my life, she has been my queen.
Is it true, Oz, that this faith that we hear about from her, as best you know, as far as you were away from her, or as close as you were as a citizen of the empire, was she this lady? Was this real, or was this simply publicity?
No, no, she was very real. She's simple, straightforward, incredibly real. And there are many wonderful stories about her. You may have heard the one which came up on the 70th anniversary of her reign of an American tourist up in Scotland walking in the Highlands, met the Queen and a companion. You may have heard this and said to them, "Oh, how are you here?" And the Queen said, "Well, my family's lived here for about 80 years, so I love this part of the world." And the American tourist said, "Really? Have you ever met the Queen?" And then her companion, one of the people looking after the estate, said, "Yes, I have." And the tourist said, "Tell me about the Queen." Well, and he was joking a bit, said, "She's a little cantankerous. My word, you've met her? May I take your photograph?" And then the tourist stood next to the estate manager and asked the Queen to take the photograph of the two of them, which the Queen did. And then after the tourists are gone, she said, "I hope when she gets back to America and shows the pictures, people will realize the mistake she made." But that was the Queen. She was very simple, down to earth, wonderful lady.